Most games belong in the home, not in the math classroom. That's because it's difficult to fit many games into a 45-minute time slot. You're just starting a 20-minute game and it's time to clean up. That's irritating. You can also lose pieces, you can also break pieces, and that can wreck games. It's the tragedy of the commons. But there are some games that are perfectly designed for the math classroom. Multiplicative bingo is one of them. Here, I'm going to take a snapshot of a classroom. I'm just going to look at 6 children. And I'm going to ask all the children, choose 6 numbers that you think are going to come up whenever I roll 2 dice. And then I'm going to multiply together both of those dice to find out the number. So what numbers do you think are going to turn up? Well, you could have 5 times 4, so that would be 20. So you might want to choose 20. Okay, go ahead. Don't give them any more help than that. Children are going to make mistakes. Let's see if these kids have made any mistakes. And if you look at that, you might think, oh, that's interesting. So let's just go ahead and play. Okay, first time we're going to have Fatima. She's going to roll the 2 dice, and we're going to see what happens. She rolls a 6, and everybody crosses off a 6. Actually, before you start crossing off numbers, get those kids to take their sheet of paper and to pass it to somebody else. That avoids cheating, and it avoids accusations of cheating. Next, we're going to have Adam roll the dice. He's going to roll a 15. That's good for Adam because Adam has a 15. So Carmen looks like she's winning right now. She's got 2 numbers crossed off. Next, it is Betty. She's going to roll a 4. And that's good for Betty and for Ellie. Next, we're going to have Carmen. She's going to roll a 12. Now you notice that some people have got 2 12s, and that's fine. Make sure that you tell kids at the start, yeah, you can write down a number twice. No problem about that. Is it playing optimally? Well, you'll think about that. So Carmen has chosen a 12, has rolled, let's say, a 2 and a 6, and so she gets a 12. And next we have Dan. Dan is going to roll, and he's going to get a 1 times 5. That is a 5, and that's only good for Ellie. At this point, take a break. Tell the class, okay, what numbers are you really interested in? So Betty says, I want to get a 1, a 2, and I really want some 8s and a 16. Is there any child out there who might be going, maybe I made a mistake? Okay, so those are the children that you want to make sure talk at this point. So has Carmen made a mistake? Yes, because Carmen, even though she looks like she's winning now, and you should tell her in this situation, you should say, oh, Carmen, you're winning the game. It looks so good. But there's a problem. Carmen, tell me about your numbers. 12. Yeah, I can see how you might get that. How might you get that, Carmen? 3 times 4. Yeah. 2 times 6. 6 times 2. 4 times. Oh my goodness, there's so many ways that you could get 12. 14. How many ways can you get that? Oh yeah. There's no way to get 14 because you can't get 2 times 7 on a dice or 1 times 14. Exactly. So Carmen, you've got a problem. This game can go on till 3000 AD and you are not going to even finish. So even though you're winning right now, you're not going to keep on winning. Okay, so you laugh with Carmen. You make sure that she doesn't feel too badly that she chose numbers not quite right. Okay, there's someone else who's, of course, chosen incorrectly, and maybe Dan realizes at this point that he also can't get to the number 21. So that's why we stop in kind of the middle of the game to just give that the kids are excited. They want to keep on playing. You have their engagement. Now's the time to teach. Okay, now let's go back into the game and finish it off. It doesn't matter who wins. It's the first person who completes all of the digits, all of the numbers that they've crossed off. Okay, so the question is, where do we go from here? where I like to go is to draw a grid of the numbers 1 through 6 on one dice, and then on the other side of the grid, numbers 1 through 6. Let's see how that might look like. Okay, so I could imagine rolling a blue dice and a red dice. And in fact, it would be good to have two different colored dice here. So not two the same like I have the two white dice, but actually choose two different colored dice. Now, let's fill in that grid. Okay, 1 times 1 is 1. So in the top left-hand corner, I'm going to have a 1. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 3 is... So the whole diagonal are just going to be the square numbers. And then I can fill in the whole grid. And the kids can do that. Now, does that provide any insight? Yeah, that should provide insight, because you can see that numbers like 1, choosing 1 to be one of your 6 numbers that you want to get, that's going to be a difficult number to get, because you have to get a 1 on the blue dice and a 1 on the red dice. Whereas a number like 2 is a little bit easier to get, because you can get either a 1 on the red dice and a 2 on the blue dice, or vice versa. But there's some numbers that are just really good to choose, like 6. And I'll let you guys figure out all of the ones that are good and all the ones that aren't quite so good. But the question then is it good to choose those numbers more than once or not? So I'm just going to leave that as an open question. You guys can play too. No reason the teachers can't get involved in this game. But maybe don't choose the very, very best right away. Let some kids, well, maybe even if you chose optimally, just by chance you wouldn't win. I actually don't know the optimal solution for this. So I could play too. Anyway, enjoy this game and let me know how it works. Bye-bye.